Buckle up. It's the Insurance Dudes podcast. Let's just say my agency signed up with Thimble. I'd be able to send out, it's almost like an affiliate link, right? Where it's like they sign up directly with the company and I would see a portion of the commission.
Yeah, absolutely. And basically,
or I would see the commission.
They could either download the app and do it, and we can track it right through the App Store, or they can do it on the web. And then you'll get notified as soon as they actually sign up. You'll get an email that says this customer signed up. Here's all the details, et cetera. So it's really pretty seamless. And by the way, the customers love it because from the customer's perspective, it's still so much easier. And a lot of the customers, they love systems where they don't have to talk to as many people as they might have to traditionally.
Especially for these smaller transactional things, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Can you webhook data into Thimble?
Yeah, we can. So we are partnered with Angie's List, a company called PeerSpace, which is big in the event space, and about a dozen others. And we actually have a full API that allows them to offer insurance to their pros. We also have, by the way, we have a widget for brokers that is actually on a significant number of websites where basically the agent can just take our kind of code once they sign up, paste it into their website, and then there's a little booking platform that gets embedded where the customer can just sign up right on their website, and it looks exactly like part of their website. And as you said before, get a percentage of the commission that flows through that.
And then you could webhook some of that info over to your CRM and then create automation.
Yeah, as you like.
Love it. That reminds me of the David Carruthers conversation where he had event insurance and he used that as the front end of his sales funnel, in which he would pretty much break even on the front end, run paid ads to it, break even on the front end, and then be able to cross sell on the back end. So awesome. I love it. I love it. Huge opportunity, I think, for insurance agents to jump on and be able to use it as a huge tool and time saver of something that is not the best use of our time, especially when you're switching over those event insurance is nuts, man. Like it's so little. And some people are swap meets once a week or 4 events a week, and they're constantly changing all that stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. And it is a huge pain point for the person too. I know one of my buddies was doing that. He was doing farmers markets and stuff, and he kept having to get the insurance and changing the info and the time. It wasn't even so much as the pain with the agent. So I sent it to my agent buddy. It wasn't even so much there was a pain between the agent and him, like time wise, but the real pain point was the time that, like, if he could just fill it on an app or something, he would do it. Like it would eliminate the need to even talk to the other dude. So that would have been huge.
Absolutely.
We'll get him on it.
Yeah. Well, agents, kind of back to what I was saying before, they think that it serves themselves by helping as many people as possible with as many things as possible. And it just really bogs everybody down. And if you're looking at something, the couple $100 policy, you're making $20, and now there's these multiple additional insureds changes and printing out certificates. I mean, the cost of trying to manage something like that is incredible versus what you're bringing in. And just to be efficient, this is a really, really interesting tool that I think folks should be looking at. So how would somebody go about finding the app, going to the website, learning more? What is all the details?
If you go to thimble.com or thimble.com/broker, that has all the information. You can also, if you want to play around with the app, which a lot of agents do, you just search for Thimble on the App Store. We're actually the only app that allows you to buy and manage business insurance. Yeah, believe it or not.
Cool. You can bind it right there on the app?
Yeah, about 30% of our customers actually bind it directly on the app.
Wow.
Super cool. Do you have to be an agent to get the affiliate fee?
Good question. So actually, no. We have a kind of a referral program where basically you get all of the benefits, including commission, but you don't have to be appointed. And then we have an appointed program, which we've just started right now, which is basically allows you some additional functionality, features, and commission rates that aren't available on the regular system. But we can do both, is the bottom line.
And then you guys are the underwriter, or who writes the...
Yeah, so we are an MGA. We use State National paper, which is part of Markel Group. And Markel is our reinsurer. So Markel Group Markel Re is 100% reinsuring all of our work. So it's really good paper with a really solid partner.
Nice.
Super cool. Jay, I want to dive a little bit backwards and a little bit deeper on. So you've been a part of a few different startups that have been very successful. What have you learned throughout the years that has been able to expedite, I would say, Thimble more so than some of your earlier ventures?
Yeah, well, look, so I think it's more of understanding that these things take a long time to build right. Like, you really want to build things. In the beginning, I think I was more thinking about how do we build to be able to sell the business, or how do we be able to build it really quickly for a reason to be able to somehow flip it. And now I think about building for the long term and building value and infrastructure and everything for the long term. But look, being an entrepreneur, I mean, it's about endurance, right? Like, things never go right. Never, ever, ever go right. The amount of time that they go right. The rest of the time, they go wrong in spectacular ways. But I guess the difference between the past and today is I recognize that, I accept it. And so basically when it happens, I'm not surprised.
I think that is very, very wise right there, because sorry to cut you off, Jason, but I mean, it is 100% true, right? There's always something that goes wrong. And then it's like, okay, it's this today, and you just have to go with it.
Yeah, and I empathize with all of the agents out there who are entrepreneurs with their own businesses, because, I mean, anything can happen. Staff can leave, markets can change. There's any number of things that can happen that are totally out of your control, but you got to ride through and get to the other side.
What has been some of those things that has given you endurance, especially with all I'm sure you've had your back against the wall many times throughout your time.
Well, look, I think there is the belief that is kind of now ingrained in me that things will get better. They might not necessarily get better tomorrow, but if you keep having the best team, if you keep having the best product, if you keep having the best partners, that over time, things will go your way. And I think that that's really all you can hope for. Everything else is just noise.
Love it. So this is the big final question. Everything that you've learned throughout your entrepreneurial journey, and then everything that you've seen with insurance agents since you've been on your journey with Thimble, what would be the number one piece of advice for the entrepreneur insurance agent that's either been in the industry for a while or somebody that's coming into it and really wants to grow their business?
So I guess from what I can see, insurance is a very complex, kind of sclerotic industry. So you really got to go and roll with the punches, but also you've got to, when new technologies or systems arise and, come about, you can't be afraid to be the first or among the first to seize on them. So I think basically in an industry like this, the first movers actually wind up doing a lot better than the people that say, okay, things are going great, and let's just wait a couple of years to see how that kind of pans out. Because insurance might not be changing that quickly, but the underlying customer dynamics, in a lot of cases, how people buy insurance is changing pretty radically. And so I think as an agent, you have to figure out how you're going to be ahead of that curve. And I think you're in a great position. All this insurtech can be your friend, can be enabling you to do better than you have ever done before. I mean, have us work for you. We have tons of product managers and engineers that are working to make life easier for you. So just embrace that.
Love it. It's like Batman's utility belt. Build it.
Exactly.
Get a bigger belt.
Awesome.
Cool, man.
Jay Bregman, thank you so much for jumping on. And one more time, it's Thimble, available at the App Store, and the website for the listeners.
So Thimble.com and Thimble.com/broker.
Okay. And then your cell phone in case anybody has any tech issues.
You can email me anytime at jay@Thimble.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's been awesome to have you on, and we look forward to checking in down the road.
I love that. Thank you very much.
Okay. See ya.
Cool.
Bye.
Thank you, Jay.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to write 100,000 in premium off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes, it's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live, and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice.
Craig, are you going to respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
All right.